this morning, some state lawmakers are working to change IVF laws in Alabama after a controversial ruling from the state Supreme Court.
IVF patients scrambling as more fertility clinics abruptly stop IVF procedures. One of those clinics is located at UAB, and that's where we find WVTM 13's Aaron Llewellyn live and local this morning. Aaron, how are lawmakers working to make a change?
Yeah, Sarah, Carla, state lawmakers are looking to propose a new bill. Now, that bill will look to change the wording of embryos to potential life. But how did we get here? Well, right now, the Alabama Supreme Court states that embryos and fetuses should be considered children and be afforded legal protections. That opened the door for a lawsuit in South Alabama after a storage facility accidentally lost some frozen embryos. Republican State Senator Tim Melson, who is a doctor, said he is proposing a bill to protect IVF in our state.
I'm just saying that until it's implanted in the uterus, there's potential life, and that people shouldn't be criminalized or be held harmful for things that happen. They should be held harmless. And I think a lot of things that, again, that happen in those clinics are for good people just wanting to have a family, a normal life, raise kids.
Now, the bill is also gaining support from Democrats. State House Minority Leader Anthony Daniels hoping the bill buys them some more time.
We're trying to do with this particular law is put the Supreme Court decision, the ruling, on pause. And in putting it on pause, we're trying to clearly help folks understand that a fertilized embryo is not a child.
Now, a change in the Alabama state law is the only way to reverse this decision. State Supreme Court cases can be appealed to the United States Supreme Court, but that's usually only if they rely on the U.S. Constitution. And, well, these cases rely on Alabama state constitution. But for now, we're live in Birmingham. Aaron Llewellyn, WVTM 13.